You know what you're watching. DS Learning Finance. Whoa.
Hey guys, I've got a confession to make that I don't really want to make, but I made a itsy bitsy mistake in the stock market. Okay, maybe it wasn't an itsy bitsy mistake, just a silly one at that. Yeah, it's peak, very peak, because I lost some money. This all happened because I decided to buy some JD shares when they released their half-year report, which was good, if I must add. Well, I will add. It was very good report. So naturally, the share price went up. So me, little old me, DS Learning Finance, went into the stock market and bought more shares. And I ended up buying shares for, I think it was £5.20 per share. So what happened was I set my stop loss at £5. Cool. So obviously I'm happy that I bought shares. I'm happy that my stock is doing really well. But within not even like 48 hours, 24 hours guys, within a day, the stock price went and then went one more time. So what happened was I ended up getting accidentally out of my trade because that stop loss was met. So the share price went down to £5. It went down lower than £5, and I was just there looking like a mug because I made this silly mistake. And to make it even worse, I actually ended up buying more shares even after I had been traded out of it. So basically, I made a loss from selling at a loss. I made a loss from selling at overpriced price, and I also made a loss because I had to re-enter after making those losses. It's basically a lot of losses, guys. Don't know if you could do the maths. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is don't make this mistake. Whenever a company releases good news, bad news, whatever news, make sure before you act upon it, you give it a bit of breathing space. Yeah? Because you want to invest just in the shares. You don't want to invest in the public perception of that share as well, because that's what you will be investing in if you don't give that breathing space, which has no substance. And eventually when things come crashing back down to reality, because they will, trust me, they will, you will be there looking like a mug because you've bought at an overvalued price, basically, in my scenario. So what I'm going to do moving forward now is that whenever my stocks that I own or thinking of buying have released a report, whether it's good or bad, and I still believe in that company, or I'm still looking to make a transaction in that company, I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to give it like a few days. So I think after 3 days of JD Sports doing that nonsense that they wanted to do with their share price, I'm still angry about it. It's emotional, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, after they did that uselessness about it, yeah, the share price came back down to reality at around 4.6. And if I had just waited, £4.60, if I had just waited, I could have bought shares for that price instead of £5.20 and then re-entering at like £5. And then in the grand scheme of things, I'm unhappy that I made this mistake, can't lie. But I'm still happy that I made it now because I'm at the early stages of my investment life. Yes. I'm not fully like in there investing with like thousands of pounds. Like I'm just getting my feet wet, guys, right now. And I'm happy because I made this silly mistake now, because I don't want to be making this silly mistake when I'm investing with thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands,
1 million one day.
And yeah, I don't want to be making a mistake when I've got big boy money like that, if you get what I'm trying to say. And also, when you think about it, it backs up being a long-term investor as well. Because if you're a long-term investor, then yes, this is a loss, which is quite bad, but in the grand scheme of things, because you're looking to invest in that company for a long-term period, it will balance out and then become more and more negligible the more and more time you give this investment. So that's another reason why I'm gutted, but I'm not like my world is not coming crashing down, because I know in the grand scheme of things this is actually a blessing in disguise. If you guys are ever wondering where I get all of my investment knowledge from, well, focusing on the stock market in particular. Then I've left some books that I've read about this, and it's an ongoing thing, so you always constantly have to read. But nonetheless, I've left a reading list down in the short description box below, so make sure you check that out. It's your favorite YouTuber, Dami Solaru. I talk about stock market investments like this one. I talk about property investments, and I also talk about financial management too. Giving you that consistent content, you know? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share DS Learning Finance.
Whoa.
Bye, guys. Ah!